Welcome to the Witcher Lorecast, the show that explores the vast lore behind the Witcher games, show, and books. Welcome, Witchers, back to the Witcher's Lorecast. Witcher's Lorecast? Did I just make that possessive or plural? I don't know which one it is, but welcome back. This is your host, Tom. I'm here with my good buddy, Toasty. And Toasty, we're going to talk about something dirty today.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, so we've got our patrons here. It is the end of May, the end of the month patron episode. We've got some of our wonderful patrons to join us. I will be introducing them in a moment, but I just want to make sure that you are ready for what is potentially going to be a very dirty episode. And I don't know why I do that voice when I say that. It just feels appropriate because tonight we are talking about who we would marry, kill, or... You know, right, Toasty?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
You know.
you, Genesis, for this topic.
Yeah, I can't imagine it was her idea, though, right? Like, there's no way she came up with this idea.
Yeah, she would never do anything like that,
right? But welcome back. We have Genesis with us, who's fighting a bit of a cold here. Genesis, I hope you're doing all right. Welcome back to the show.
Hello. So yeah, my voice is a little off today, but I really wanted to be here for tonight. So probably won't be chiming in as often as I normally do.
Well, we'll see if we can pull it out of you. Maybe the conversation will just make it happen. But I do hope that you feel better. Also, as usual, we have Ben of Temeria. Ben, welcome back, buddy.
Hello.
Phrasing, Tom. Phrasing.
Yeah.
Pull it out of you.
Please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pull one out. I don't know what's wrong with that. Then we have Crow of Valen. I don't know how to pronounce words. Crow, welcome back. How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty fine.
Good, man. Good. And then Vida Bjornen, welcome to the show.
Howdy.
Man, are you guys ready for this? Have you been thinking about this? Like ever since the topic came up, you guys feel like I'm getting nods of approval,
yes.
Nods of being ready. All right. So first I want to open this up. I've been thinking about this and I didn't really reveal it yet. But first of all, I'm going to let you guys just pick from anybody in the Witcherverse. So marry, kill, you know what? Then I'm going to make you choose between Geralt, Yennefer, and Triss. Because I feel like that's a much harder decision. All right? Is everybody cool with this? They're all just like nodding.
What if that's my list?
I mean, that might be your list. Like that very well could be your list. But it would be much easier to be like, oh, I'm going to kill Stregobor, right? Like that's like, if you leave it open to everybody, then it gets a lot easier than if you narrow it down to those three. So
see, my idea on this was that everyone proposes like an FMK for everyone else.
For everyone? So wait, do we have to agree on like one universal set?
No, not like a universal set. Like each person proposes one and the other people decide like out of the list of three people that they give them. And they can, you can offer whoever you want.
Oh gosh.
So, we
could do it that way too.
Or if you want to be really weird, but we may save that for the second half of the show, monsters included.
Oh God. All right. Well, why don't we just see what people come up with? We'll carry on and we'll see how much time we have, because there's definitely some very interesting permutations on this equation, I guess.
Yep.
But here, why don't we kick it off? Would anybody like to volunteer to go first?
I have mine in mind.
Okay. Crow. And this is from everybody, right? So from everybody, who would you pick?
Okay. So I'm definitely going to marry Shani.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a callback to that episode when we were talking about.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, definitely marry Shani. Plus she's got, that doctor money. So I don't have to witch her all the time.
Okay.
And then, I would have a romantic evening with, I'm drawing such a blank. In my playthrough, she became the Jarl of Skellige. That chick that had the scar on her face.
Yeah. She's the daughter of Krat or Crate Vin, whatever.
Yeah, Crack on Crate.
Yeah. That's I can't remember names very well.
I'd have a night with her just because something about those Skeleton girls kind of intrigues me.
Okay. I feel like she's the kind of person who you don't want to you want to be very straightforward with her about the expectations of the evening and how this does not imply anything more than just what's happening this evening.
I'm already about to go marry Shawnee. This is like a fling thing.
Right. Like I feel like I feel like you don't want to lead her astray or feel like, make her feel like she's been scorned or something, because that may not work out.
She's a strong, independent woman. I don't think she wants to be tied down anyways.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping you guys have the discussion beforehand, because afterwards it might be dangerous for you.
Yeah. I like Skellige too much.
You say tied down. I'm sorry. This is going to be a very unfortunate episode.
He just pulled another one out.
Okay. I'm not going to go into that, Toasty. Come on. And then Kill. This one was kind of easy for me. I'm going through the books, and so it's still fresh in my mind, but Bonnard.
Okay. All right.
I don't like him.
All right. So how do the rest of you guys feel about this list? Anybody want to chime in?
That's a pretty solid list.
Pretty solid. Yeah. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty solid.
Okay.
I've been pro Shawnee since day one, so yeah.
All right. Well, let's just do these lists first, and then we'll come back around and do variations. So, all right. I think that's a good list, Crow. Good one. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right, Vita.
So, I just like Crow. My Mary would also be Shawnee. Just something about the redheads, man. Love them.
Yeah, but not Triss though, huh?
Well, my romantic evening would be Triss.
Oh, all right.
And then I'm killing Vilgefortz.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you have a reason?
I mean, you can't do my boy Geralt like that in the books and get away with it.
So it's like payback.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I see. All right.
I mean, even though Geralt eventually gets the better of him in the end,
I gotcha.
Spoilers.
It's fine. I mean, it's a lore cast, so there's going to be spoilers.
Well, I was meaning for me. I haven't made it that far.
Oh, well, warning, Crow. There might be spoilers on this episode. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts on this list? How do you guys feel? You feel like the Shawnee Triss, they're in the right spots? Would you swap them?
I 100% agree with killing Vilgefortz. He was going to be my runner-up.
Oh, okay.
Because of what he did to Geralt. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Toasty, do you have any thoughts on these?
I mean, obviously, bad person. But if we're looking at specifically the Vilgefortz from the show, like he looks like that, I would definitely have a romantic evening with him and then kill Triss. So
kill Triss?
Yeah.
Why would you put Triss in the kill spot?
I'm not going to kill Shawnee.
But what did Triss do?
Manipulate.
I don't like. I made this perfectly clear. I am not a Triss person at all.
Oh, but that feels like a mostly like, I don't know, like she really didn't do anything that bad.
Just really going to hate my answer.
Just, manipulated a man with amnesia into loving her whenever she knew perfectly well that there was another woman that he was in love with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No big.
Okay. I mean, there's definitely greater sins among the population.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's Yennefer. I mean, even in the books, I wasn't a fan of her.
Okay. All right. Interesting. This conversation is definitely becoming interesting the further we go. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay. All right, Ben. You're pulling from everybody, right? This is anybody.
This is gonna swap. Mary Triss.
Okay.
Romantic evening with Shawnee.
Okay. So you would swap those. All right.
Yeah, I would swap those. Kill Radovid.
Oh. Okay.
I hate that psychotic lunatic with a burning passion out of my mind.
Okay. And for anybody who hasn't played The Witcher 3, can you tell them why? Is there, without too many spoilers?
He
But
basically goes on genocide for any non-humans and witches.
yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's,
All right.
he needs to die.
Okay. All right. But you'd swap the other two.
Yes.
Okay. You seem, I feel like you're probably alone in this among our patrons.
Probably. Yeah.
Can you make a good argument as to why the swap? Like if you were to try to convince them to make the switch, what would you say?
It's okay, Ben. You can also just say no. You don't have a good argument.
You could just say, I find one of them more attractive than the other, or I feel like one of them is more mentally stable.
Attractive than Shawnee.
Okay. So you'd rather be married to her long term?
Yep.
Because you find her more attractive.
Yep.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. I mean, that's an important thing.
She does make good money in Kuvir. I mean, with the ending in Witcher 3, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Interesting picks. Genesis, I think you're next.
I am. Okay. So my kisses are for Geralt because the man is gorge, and I would very much like to hold him close and give him all the kisses for at least one night.
And we're talking TV show Geralt or book Geralt? Because book Geralt's not as attractive as TV show Geralt.
Either TV show Geralt or Witcher 3 Geralt. Okay. I'm okay with facial scars. I mean, we're good.
Yeah, he did get more attractive as the games went on. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could spend a night with Witcher 1 Geralt. That's pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, he's kind of got this, like, I don't know, snake-like face. I don't know. There's something about him that looks kind of like...
It's a little off. But that could just be 2007 graphics, and that's why he doesn't look attractive.
Yeah, he's also made of 5 polygons in that game, so...
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, and the facial hair definitely helps, too.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least. Okay, so he's your F. All right, what are the other two?
I would marry Yennefer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I know that I can't give her a child, but I can carry one for us.
Oh, so you would be like fulfilling her needs in that way, right?
And
Which
if
you
we're
think
married, we're raising this child together, so it is our baby. Therefore, it is her baby, and.
Okay. Do you feel like that would make her a little bit less extreme? Because she's definitely an extreme personality. I would imagine. I don't know how everybody's personal relationships are, but I've been in relationships with less extreme personalities and more extreme personalities. And being married to a more extreme personality can be difficult. Just put it that way.
Yeah, but I deal well with chaos.
Okay. Yeah, some people are a little bit more built for it. So, all right. Okay, so does this mean that your kill is Triss? Because you said you picked from the original 3. Did you expand that out for the kill?
No, I actually didn't.
Okay.
I picked somebody completely different for kill because there was somebody that I ran across you in 3 that I was...
sounds coming from somewhere.
Yeah, apparently my phone thought I was talking to it, so it tried to talk back. Sorry.
Yeah, my smart devices do that in here all the time, and I'm like, oh crap.
Hubert Ryjek from the Carnal Sins missions is a side quest, so not everybody hit it, but this one was like, oh my god, you have to die.
Okay, but refresh my memory on this because I don't remember if I've done these or not.
Yeah, he was the coroner who was secretly a vampire who liked to play serial killer on the side.
Okay. So it's pretty clear reason to want him dead.
Yeah, he needs big unaliving.
Or re-unaliving, I guess, because he's undead? How does that work?
I don't know how that would work.
Double deading?
He needs to be dusted.
Yeah. Okay. You guys have any thoughts on this one? Any thoughts? Any qualms, Ben?
Just agreeing that vampire needs to die. He attacked Priscilla. You don't do that. You cannot destroy that voice.
Cool. All right. Toasty, any thoughts on this?
I'd probably switch Geralt and Yennefer in that one, but other than that, no, nothing too crazy.
Cool.
I don't think I could deal with Geralt long term, though.
Yeah.
Just I don't care.
Really? Interesting. All right. Well, here let's reduce this to the three that I proposed, and then we'll save a very like Toasty's idea for the second half. Let's real quick go through these. Let's go back through. Crow, why don't you go first? So Geralt, Yennefer, Triss.
So I am probably gonna marry Triss just because I could only handle. I'm not as good as Genesis. I can only handle that much chaos for one night. And nothing personal against Geralt, just with the options. I'd probably unalive him and do it just for the bragging rights mostly, if I could.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to get the drop on him or something.
I'm gonna have some trouble.
Yeah. See, that's part of the dilemma here. Is as a heterosexual male, I'm really only romantically interested in two of them. I mean, Geralt's a very handsome guy, but I don't know that I really want to spend the rest of my life or even a romantic night with him, right? So then the dilemma becomes, well, how do you kill him? I guess all three of them would be difficult to kill, though.
I'm pulling out the holy hand grenade. Sorry, girl.
The holy hand grenade of Antioch. All right. Okay, so that's Crow's choice. Ben, do you want to go next?
That's tough.
It's tough. It's a tough.
I'm in the same boat with you. I don't know. I mean,
the problem is typically we like all three of these characters, so you don't want to have to murder any of them, right?
Right.
That's also a dilemma.
Toasty's gonna hate me. Romantic not with Triss. Marry Geralt. Kill Yen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't stand Yen.
Oh man. Wow. Okay. Toasty,
It's her attitude. I can't stand her attitude.
How do you feel about this, Toasty? Are you still friends with Ben now?
Where's my little thing somewhere up at the top corner of my screen that just says Toasty will remember this?
Toasty will remember this. Nice. Okay. Vita?
I mean, I'm basically like everyone else. I am a very straight male, even though a part of me always has to admit that especially Henry Cavill is an extremely handsome man.
Sure. I mean, I think it's a very normal thing to be able to identify if another man is attractive, right?
Right.
Like,
But
yeah,
that doesn't
absolutely.
mean that I am sexually attracted.
Right. Yeah. I don't know that any amount of undulating or undressing or whatever he could do would really arouse anything in me. My brain just doesn't work that way, right? Like that.
Exactly.
Therefore, I'm, pretty solidly heterosexual, but that doesn't mean that I can't see why it would work for somebody else.
Right. And
Yeah.
so mine would be, I would be marrying Triss because again, redheads. And then my one night would be Yen, because that would probably be all I could handle.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right.
We're in the same boat. I got you, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think I fall in that
We're
boat too.
kindred spirits.
Right. Like, I think I'm in that boat too. Yes, I agree. Redheads. Also, I think Triss is probably pretty solid marriage material. I feel like she's the kind of person who genuinely cares about other people. So anyway,
Those plunging necklines are made out of wife material.
yes, there you go. Genesis, what do you think? I think you're gonna maybe, I don't know what to expect. What are you gonna say?
I think I'm gonna stick with my original thing. My kisses belong to Geralt. My heart belongs to Yen, and Triss can stay under the dirt.
Oh God. Oh, it gets so dark when you think about having to murder one of them.
It does. And it's not like I would enjoy murdering her. I like the best friend route with her. I really do. I think that they can have a really fun relationship. And especially in my head when I'm playing through, it's like, I am Geralt. So therefore, I like Triss as a friend. Mm-hmm. So it would be difficult to kill her. But I also can't pass up a night with Geralt. I've seen his moves in the brothel, and I think that would be fun.
Oh, wow. Well, okay. All right. I mean, that's pretty solid reasoning. Okay. Toasty, do you have thoughts on this one?
I mean, same, like I said before, for Jin's stuff, I'm a marry Geralt, have a romantic night with Yennefer, and then kill Triss. Like, it's
wow.
I'm not in the same boat of being a heterosexual male as y'all are. So
yeah, we skew a little bit more extreme on that band than you do.
Also, not a heterosexual male.
Yeah, so yes. I can, but that's what's so fun about this, right? Is that everyone's going to have different responses. That's kind of what's fun. All right, so I want you guys to be thinking about your 3 choices that you're going to offer to everyone else, and then everyone else is, because we only have so much time on the show, is going to have to choose and say, okay, this one. We'll go real quick. And if you don't come up with something, that's totally fine. But if you name 3 people that you think would be a really difficult choice, and I can think of a few different tactics for this. One would be including 3 terrible people. One would be like 3 absolutely amazing people, persons, like, or you could just make it very clear and see if anybody doesn't go with what seems like the obvious choice. So, all right, be thinking about that. We'll be right back. We got to thank some patrons like you guys. So stay tuned.
Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
All right, this is the middle of the show. This is where we get to thank our newest patrons, which I don't remember. Did we thank Cody and Carly S? It's one account with 2 names.
Yeah, that's me.
That's Vita.
Okay, that's Vita.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did thank you last time. So I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes when they come in on the day of the recording, they don't show up in time for us to call them out. But you get an extra thank you, Vita. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and to the rest of you guys, and to all 16 of our patrons, including our 3 higher vampires, Ben of Temeria, Vita, and Bane the hospital guy, which I never say the word right, so I'm just going to call him the hospital guy. And so if you're interested in helping support the show, Toasty and I would really appreciate that. If this show's helping you get through your workday, your commute, your workout, your love moments, that's weird, but...
Please don't listen to podcasts during love moments.
Love moments? Somebody's going to be like, Tom, you just said love moment.
I mean,
I did.
Especially not ours.
Yeah, don't listen to this show while you're having some sexy time. Let's get it on.
I get too distracted for that.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work out. But if we're helping you in any of those other instances, then maybe go to patreon.com/WitcherLoreCast, because we really do appreciate the support. And you get awesome stuff like t-shirts and ad-free episodes and all sorts of things. Let's see. We do have one. Toasty, I'm going to read out this review. This review came in from Jameson 1997 from New Zealand. And they gave us a 4 stars and said, good, but maybe stick with an outline rather than tangents. Easier said than done. And that makes me think that he thinks maybe the tangents are accidental. And I'm sorry, Jameson, but they're not. They're 100% on purpose, because otherwise the show would just be us saying information and just saying more information, and we're going to have fun with it. And I think a lot of people enjoy the tangents, but just wanted to put that out there.
I would just like to state for the record, Jameson. Oh God, I Toasty have ADHD. If you expect this to not have tangents, you're in the wrong place. Sorry, bud.
Sorry, but I feel like it's my fault, though. I feel like you're the one who stays on more, and I'm the one that throws us off.
I try to pull us back, sure,
yeah.
But like, if you didn't tangent, I would. That is I can confirm that.
Yeah, and we've also gotten a lot of positive comments all over the place about the way that the banter works and some of the tangents and stuff. So I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people listen to the show. But thanks for your opinion. We appreciate it. But that's all we got for the middle of the show. Let's get back to the rest of the episode. Here we go.
You smell of death and destiny, heroics and heartbreak.
It's onion.
Right, yeah.
All right. Is anybody ready? Does anybody have their list? Oh, Crow is immediately ready. I see a hand up. Toasty's got a hand up as well. Crow, let's start with you, buddy.
I thought about this. So, and it's one of the bad ones.
Okay.
So, Stregobor, Amir,
okay,
and Vilgefortz.
Oh man. All right. Who wants to chime in on this one? I think we just have to go through the list. Should we start with Toasty?
I can go. Yeah, sure.
Toasty.
I got an answer ready. I think that the world is just completely awful with people like obviously they're all bad, but I think that like people like Stregobor really just like
just need to go away.
Yeah, they need to be gone. I just like we can't have you in here like with your very hateful ideologies. That's dangerous.
All the rest of the students can play it and get along. Why can't you?
Yeah. So I'd kill Stregobor. Again, I'm damn.
Which ones? I'm with you on this kill Stregobor.
I don't think that I could marry Amir. I just don't think I could do that. So I guess I'll have a romantic evening with him.
But you could marry Vilgefortz?
If he looked like he did in the show, then yeah, probably I could.
Okay. All right. I feel like there's benefits to marrying Amir.
Yeah, but he's not going to want to marry you unless you're related to him.
But that's not the requirements of this. It's just who would you choose for it, right?
Well, that's the part of the reason why I can't because of like him as a father. It was like I don't. So
okay, okay, all right. Ben or Vita or Jen? Anybody else want to chime in on this one?
Yeah, I can. I agree with Toasty. Kill Stregobor. He's on the chopping block. But I would have a romantic evening with Vilgefortz and then marry Amir and then divorce him. Immediately divorce him.
Okay.
Just get him for his money and that's it.
And don't sign the prenup. Got it. Okay. Jen?
No, I agreed. Stregobor is dead. Vilgefortz is hot. And Amir is married material.
There you go. Okay, yeah. See, I'm on that team as well. Vita, do you have a differing opinion here?
No, I mean I am killing Vilgefortz. Period.
Oh,
yeah, always.
Okay, so which are the other two?
So Stregobor, I would probably same thing. I would probably marry him and then divorce him right away.
Okay,
just get an annulment. We're done. And then, I guess the one night would be Amir.
All right. Yeah, different opinions. This is cool. All right, who wants to go next? Who has another list for us? Jen?
I do. Olegred von Everick, the guy from the Blood and Wine DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Siri.
Mm-hmm. Adult Siri, right?
Adult Siri.
Right,
Very much adult Siri.
Yes,
like,
right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you can't put children in this list. It doesn't work.
No.
No. All right, so, and Dijkstra?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna make it difficult.
This.
I know mine right off the bat.
All right, Crow, go for it.
Yeah, definitely gonna go ahead and kill Dijkstra. I'm marrying Siri, and then I'm gonna have I'm a bed Olgrid, whatever his name was. I couldn't pronounce it even though I had subtitles on whenever I played through it, but he looks like David Beckham, and so it's not the worst looking guy.
He does kind of look like him. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I mean, I've got to agree 100% with Crow.
Yeah.
No changes.
I mean, Siri probably isn't the easiest to get along with spouse. She's very headstrong and independent. But
I mean, just
compared to the other
places
two,
that she can take you.
That's true. Vacations would be very cheap. You got that benefit. Ben, you want to chime in?
Same exact answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dijkstra needs to die.
Well, and see, my thing is like even reading through the books and like playing the video games, I don't have like strong hated feeling towards Dijkstra, but I don't want to be underneath that or on top of that. Like,
I also feel like he'd
that's the
be
extent of that.
Yeah, sure. I totally get that. But I also feel like he would be
afterwards and before.
Difficult to kill because he's so, I don't know. Or if you did kill him, you would end up getting hunted down by like his men or something.
He would just like the problem with that is that like you just can't marry Dijkstra because like with how good of a spy and the information that he has or whatever, can you imagine like getting into an argument or just like, you know, like you say one wrong thing, like he is never letting it go and he's going to bring it up 40 years later because he's still going to remember it. It's going to be rough.
Plus you could never trust him because you would never know if he's hiding secrets from you.
Exactly. He's like a professional liar. So like he could just straight up lie to your face. You wouldn't know. You just wouldn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Answer is the same.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I think I would have to go with you guys on this one. All right. Who has another list? Anybody have another list? Ben, Vita? Vita has a list.
Yeah, I've got one. Yeah. So mine would be the troll edition. So Bart, Boris, or Trollolo.
Oh my gosh.
I have an answer immediately.
Okay, Toasty.
As far as Bart and Bert go, I think I just don't really, it doesn't really matter on that part, but I marry Trollolol.
They're too similar.
Trollolol is marriage material.
Oh my gosh. That's a phrase I don't think anyone's ever said before. This is a brand new phrase we just birthed into the world.
It's fine.
Trollolol.
I 100% agree with marrying Trollolol, like hands down.
Okay, why? Yeah. What's the justification here? I mean, it's kind of implied, but I want somebody to state it. Why?
Well, because the thing is, like, not to sound racist or anything, but a lot of those trolls look exactly the same.
Oh gosh, so, racist against trolls.
Like it's got to be a personality thing, and yeah, Bert had a lot of personality, but it just doesn't compare to Trollolol.
Yeah, you can paint him a birdie.
Like, that would be a fun marriage. Honey, I'm home. What have you been doing all day?
He knows how to cook.
Right? Do you think he cooks for you when you get home? Is that how this relationship works?
Yeah, just all the, soldiers that come by.
God. Jen, do you have thoughts on this one?
I had to quickly look up to see if the difference between all the three of them. I remembered Trollolol, but not the other ones. But no, a guy who could paint and cook, and he keeps his little part of the house clean. Yeah, definitely marriage material.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Okay. All right. I mean, am I wrong to say that he feels a little bit smarter than the other ones?
No, he is. I would say he is.
Yeah, he kind of seems like it.
Yeah. I think that means for even slightly more clearer communication, which would be very important in a marriage with a troll. Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. Yeah. Okay. Vita, do you have any thoughts on this?
No, I mean, I'm in agreement too. Like Troll, paint him a nice, pretty picture, and he doesn't kill you and eat you. And anybody else that comes around, you might kill them, and then you have soup.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I feel like it'd be really dangerous or just hazardous to your health to try to bed a rock troll as well. So I'm torn on the other two decisions because either way, you're probably not making it out of there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, you may not bed them; they may bed you.
I mean, if a troll makes that decision,
yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Not much you can do about it. That's getting pretty dark there. All right. Time to move on. Who has another list? Who hasn't gone yet and wants to give us a list? Ben?
I think I'm the last one. So mine's, I would probably be kind of easy. Karametz, Ciri, Fringilla, Vigo.
Oh man. Okay.
I've got this one.
All right, Crow.
So, nothing against Fringilla, but like I'd probably send her to the chopping block. I'd take a bath with Kira Metz, and then I would marry Ciri again.
But you haven't met Fringilla in the book yet.
Yeah, I'm on the Tower of Swallows. I've been flying through the books, so that's the second to last one.
Lady of the Lake is the book I'm thinking of. There's a whole thing with her and Geralt.
She shows up beforehand. Yeah, I know that there's going to be something where like she helps him with a new medallion and such, but yeah, just because I feel like I don't know her, I guess, or like have that knowledge for that I do with Kira Metz and Ciri.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jen?
I completely align with Crow. I think taking a bath with Kira sounds fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of, I don't know. She's kind of got this like, I don't know. She's got a little thing going. Vita, do you want to chime in?
I mean, I hate to be just another conformer, but yeah, I mean, no changes, none.
I feel like if anyone's going to change this up, it's going to be Toasty.
Yeah, I mean, if Kira washes my back, I'll wash her front.
Yeah, sure. That's typically how those kinds of situations go, right?
I'm sorry for speaking everyone's mind.
No, it's fine. Toasty, do you agree?
Well, you're absolutely right. Toasty never conforms to anything ever.
Right.
But I definitely still marry Ciri. But I switch Fringilla and Kira. Don't trust Kira. I don't trust her.
Okay, why is that?
I agree with that.
I just don't.
Just don't trust her.
I mean, I don't know. It's almost like there's this whole quest that tells you why you shouldn't trust Kira Metz.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, I know, but like, I'm not saying that I'm about to like go have a picnic with her out in the forest. I'm just like,
the picnic out in the forest was for one reason only. They were not there to eat food.
Right.
Unless you were like me and were loyal to the other two sorcerer, or loyal to Shani actually in that playthrough. And I just fell asleep next to Kira and then she did me dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that once you read Lady of the Lake.
Spoilers.
You wouldn't know why.
Spoilers. We'll have to save that for the future. All right. I've got a list.
Proposal. Oh, you have.
You want to do yours? Do you want you to do yours first?
Okay, cool. Well, I did have the bad one, but it was basically the same as Crow's, except they had Radovid in there instead of Emir.
Are you going to do monsters? 3 monsters.
That's going to be the last question of the night. But okay. Anyways, I'll make this a bit easier on the majority of y'all here. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Kira, Philippa Eilhart, or Francesca Findeweyer.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Three more sorceresses.
I think I know. You say, wait, repeat the 3.
Kira, Francesca, and Philippa.
Romantic night with Kira, marry Francesca, kill Philippa. I can't stand Philippa.
Yeah, I think I might agree with Ben here. Although, I mean, all 3 of them would be very difficult to marry.
So I'm just gonna say I've got like that thing for elf girls. So Francesca, I'm marrying her.
Okay.
And yeah, absolutely. And then killing Philippa, because I mean, who doesn't like to go owl hunting? And then
I mean, I've never been owl hunting.
I've never been owl hunting.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing people could do?
No, the closest I get is whenever they swoop down in front of my car around here.
Okay, all right.
I also have a very deep-seated hatred of owls.
I was hoping that joke wasn't going to just... Yeah, there you go, Vita.
Okay, so Vita, are you in agreement here?
Yeah, I mean, owls have been harassing me as a person and as a hunter for decades now, and I hate them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you go.
Definitely killing Philippa. And, I mean, I'll probably, in this scenario, I will be marrying Kira. Because she's the only one that I could, reasonably see myself with, because I don't really like Francesca.
Okay, so you're switching it up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to chime in on this one?
I don't think Genesis answered. Did you answer?
No, I didn't. I was kind of looking at them. Francesca is an elf and is going to live a lot longer than me, so I don't think that I could marry her. But a knight might be fun. Philippa, no, unfortunately, I think she'd be put on the kill list. And again, more hot tub fun time with Kira.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Are we ready to move on? I've got one. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Eskel, Lambert, or Vesemir? 3 Witchers.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, Vita.
I am killing Lambert.
Okay.
He's a dick. And then I'm having a one night with Eskel, and I'm marrying Big Daddy
Vesemir.
Yeah, Big Daddy Vesemir.
Even though he's like older and isn't going to live as long.
I'll inherit his stuff from you guys.
Brings a whole new meaning to Papa Vez.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to go?
I agree. Me and Vita have been on like the same wavelength this whole time.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
agree.
Lambert's a dick.
Yeah. I think I also agree, though I'm tempted to switch Lambert and Eskel just
Look who's
for the reason
confirming now.
I'm tempted to switch just because, like, why not kill Eskel? Because the show did.
Yeah, there is that. There is that. Jen, are you in agreement with this as well?
Kind of. I don't really like the idea of marrying Vesemir, though.
I mean, he's kind of an old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he has, he has such good, like, because I'm not marrying him for his looks. Well,
I mean that mustache.
If it was,
the mustache can do wonders, Toasty.
I mean, if it was like Nightmare of the Wolf, then well, never mind. I definitely. But like, just like he's not quite as moral as Geralt is, but he still has a really like good like ideals and I don't know, he has a really good heart, and that's kind of what really matters in that situation.
Makes sense. That makes sense. But Jen,
He's got good work ethics and he gives mustache rides. Like
he's kind of
that's
a
good material.
good father figure. There's also that in mustache rides, right? Jen, what do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'll go a little bit off script here. I will have a night with Lambert. I will marry Vesemir, and unfortunately, Eskel gets the axe.
Oh, so Eskel's gonna die. Why Eskel?
I don't know. I'm looking at all 3 of them, and if I had to look at one person's face for the rest of my life, I mean, honestly, it would probably be Lambert's. But then, I don't know. You're supposed to give rapid fire responses.
That's fine.
Right?
That's fine. You also just have to justify as fast as you can. Sometimes it's hard, so that's fine.
Give Eskel the axe has a whole entirely different meaning since season 2 turned him into a tree.
Oh, that's true. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Does anyone else want to throw in here? Should we throw in some monsters?
It's just the weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get weird. All right.
Stuff.
Name a monster.
Gosh, I'm trying to think of the weirdest.
What are the
ones.
most humanoid monsters? Let's go there.
Most human?
The crones.
Vega.
A crone.
I mean,
How about that's the first answer?
the
The crones.
most human would be a Bruxa, probably.
Bruxa, a crone, or a noon wraith.
Or noon. I mean, they got that tongue.
What that mouth do?
Oh yeah, they all have the tongue.
And you can't if we're posing monster questions, you cannot cheap out and say a succubus. Okay.
No. We have to stick to those three. All right. So we've got crones, like a crone, which is specific crone. We're talking Witcher 3 crones.
My question would have been between all three.
Of the crones.
Those are the options.
Well, there's clearly one that's more attractive. Well, I guess they all changed their anyway. Never
If I'm
mind.
choosing between all three of the crones, then I choose death.
Yeah. All right. So a crone,
And it's not killing them; it's killing myself.
a crone, a Bruxa,
Yes. Yeah,
and a
I'm just
noon
eating a
wraith.
bullet.
All right. So let's just go with that. A crone, a Bruxa, and a noon wraith. Which is which?
Toasty's got his answer.
All right. Crow's ready.
Here.
Crow's just like right on it.
Let's go.
Oh, I've got such low standards. It's just figuring out who to kill.
Okay.
So I'm definitely killing the crone. Like,
Ugh. Even though they can make themselves look different.
yeah, but like, I feel like they stink. We can't figure it out with the video game, but I just feel like they got a stench about them, no matter what form
But they
they're in.
bathe in blood.
Yeah, the stench is blood, Ben. That's the
Oh
stench.
yeah,
That kind of iron smell.
and like-
yeah. That's
I'm just kind of thinking of like if they're also like, you know how they're in the tapestry whenever you first meet them.
yeah.
Is that how they send nudes, or is it just like
I
get a raven one day? And
I don't know,
them?
man.
And, like,
I mean, if they're sending
But-
tapestries, yes.
but then, yeah, I definitely marry the Bruxa because like that's because of that first episode of season 2. She seems sweet, like, and besides killing all the people, and then spending the night with the noon wraith or spending midday
A
with
day
the noon wraith.
with the
yeah,
the day, the midday.
yeah, just because. I mean, that guy said that tongue. Curiosity is going to get the better of me.
Okay. I mean, it might do terrible things to you, but
I'm all in.
all right. We know where Crow's at for this one.
I mean, if you know where
Vito?
Crow's at, you know where I'm at too.
Wow, you're in total agreement on this.
Yep.
That's amazing. All right, Ben or Jen?
I went very, very differently. I am going to marry the crones because their power of future telling, I think, is the most beneficial. That, and there's 3 of them. So,
Well,
fun.
I'm assuming that you pick one of the 3, but I guess you could get all 3 if they're cool with that.
why not?
I mean, maybe they're
but
Mormons.
then-
I don't know.
Sister wives.
They're sister wives to you.
I would have a night with the Bruxa and I'd send the Noon Wraith
Back to the grave?
back to the grave. Yep.
Okay. All right. I mean, Brooks is creepy, especially the one on the show with the whole like glitchy movement thing.
I'm into it.
Okay. All right. If it does it for you. Who wants to go next? Ben? Toasty?
Oh God, this is dreadful.
I mean, they're all terrible. They're monsters.
All terrible. I would have to agree with Crow and Vita. Like, I'd rather just not at all. But the Crones, no, just no.
Okay. So Ben's on that. That means Toasty's going to go different.
I really just want to be the nonconformist here. But I think I have to agree because the Crones are just fucking awful, dude. like even if they didn't like look like that on a regular basis, just they're the worst.
I mean, they're kind of
the
like
absolute
elemental
worst.
evil, right? Like they're just
They
chaotic
eat
evil.
children.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And then
No.
and then I mean, just specifically the fact because like Toasty has always had a weakness for vampires. So yeah, I gotta marry the Bruxa. So plus that one wasn't like that bad. Like if we're talking about Novellin's story, Bruxa, like not too bad.
Well, even in the Bruxa you see in when they introduced it into Blood and Wine, it wasn't that bad either.
Yeah, like they have to. It's like a thing where they're like, they're not trying to. It's just kind of like in their nature to just like kill random people. And like, I mean, if you went, this is Toasty's like ridiculous opinion of people. But if there is a constant trend of people walking into this forest and disappearing forever, and then you're like, I gotta get home, let me walk through this forest even though I know people have been disappearing here for the last 6 months, you probably deserve to die. That's called natural selection.
That's called them being an idiot.
So it's fine. Yeah. It's fine that those people died. They deserved it.
So I would have liked it if they had incorporated the book version of that fairy tale into the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I feel like the show gets kind of squished down to its like bare minimum, that if they did instead, they're like 10 or 12 episodes, to have kind of a one-off episode where something else gets pulled in from the books, some side story or something. Because that's part of what was fun in season 1, was that so much of it felt like side stories until eventually it kind of culminated in a main story. So, yeah. Well, here's my last question for this, is that like on the same group, is if you were to marry a Noon Wraith, would you only need to see her like once a day?
I mean, that's what I do with my husband currently, so it all works out.
And only in one location, so that you could totally avoid her by just not going to the middle of that field that she's haunting or something.
I mean, she's already in a wedding dress too.
That's true. Maybe she gets less weird if you redeem the failed marriage thing. I don't know. Just an idea.
You've always got the object that's tied to her. So if she gets crossways with you, you can just show it to her. Hey, you better calm down.
I don't know. Like, what if it's kind of like the difference between a botchling and a leprechaun? Like, it still was an ugly, nasty mess whenever it was redeemed. So maybe the Noon Wraith just gets a different colored dress, not as much dirt or something.
The tongue isn't as weird. Who knows?
That's a deal breaker.
That's the deal that ruins it for you, huh?
You make a good point, Tom. But my vampire kink is still going here, so.
All right. Well, that's cool. Each to your own. That's what I always say. Well, guys, this has been super fun. Does anybody have a last group they want to throw in here before we head out? Anybody just like, oh, this is a list that just popped in my head, I'd really want to throw this one out? Toasties? You're working on one.
More monsters.
Okay, you're going to do one more monster list? All right.
I have more monsters.
Let's just throw it out there and then everybody can respond. Yeah, okay, so one more monster list.
We're not going humanoid on this one, though.
Oh, God.
Although I need help with the last one, because for some reason I just can't come up with a third monster that like is weird. But I got Kikimora and Leshen.
Kikimora, a Leshen,
Striga.
And a Griffin.
A Striga? Oh, Griffin. Griffin, yeah, Striga's a little bit humanoid, so we'll go Griffin.
Griffin is just, oh man, it's just like
so
mostly like an animal.
Leshen and Griffin.
Oh man, I would marry the Leshen, I guess. What do you guys think?
No, marry the Griffin because you can fly.
Oh, yes. That's true. That's true.
Night with a Leshen. Kill that Kikimora. No.
No creepy spiders.
I hate, but I have to agree. But the thing is about spending the night with the Leshen, you're going to get some uncomfortable splinters.
Yeah, I think you're right. You got to have some really weird protection for that.
Yeah, one night of splinters versus a lifetime of splinters. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
It's true, and there's not anything that I want to do with
you. Just wear full body armor. That's all you need.
Well, technically, the Leshens can shape shift, so maybe that works out better if they care about you.
I don't know. I'm going to marry the Griffin because then, like, we can fly to really cool places.
I can see that. I don't know how your marriage bed works out in any way that's humanly appropriate.
See, that's going to be the cool thing is I'd marry the Griffin just because the Griffin and I can fly together in formation.
Oh, all right. Toasty, do you have thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think Ben's pretty solid there.
All right.
Personally,
Looks like you guys got this figured out.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this was super fun. Thank you for joining us this week and revealing things about yourself that you'll never get to live down. So thanks for doing that as well.
This is on the internet forever.
Congratulations. But like, this is so fun, guys. Thank you so much. And why don't we go back through and let people know if there's something you've got going that you want to share, any projects you're doing, or just ways you can reach out to you or whatever. We started with Jen. Let's start with Jen. Jen.
Yeah, I'm Genesis, one half of the Two Girls, One Ship podcast, where we analyze, rate, and review all that the world of video game romances has to offer. You can find me on the Robots Radio Discord and all the social medias at Two Girls, One Ship.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining us again. And then Ben.
Yeah, I'm Ben of Temeria. I am one of the hosts for Holocron History, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, where we go over the differences between the old EU with the new canon. You can follow us on social media at Holocron Histories or at Twitter, SW Holo Histories. And we just did our patron chat, and Toasty and Genesis was both on there and had a lot of fun with fan theories.
Awesome.
So, specifically Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah, Darth
of course
Jar Jar.
we did that.
The number one fan theory.
Darth Jar Jar. That's great. That's awesome. I've been watching Obi-Wan. I saw the first 2 episodes. It's pretty good.
It's probably going to be the next patron chat episode, if I have to be honest.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the next patron chat because the last episode is that Wednesday.
We're not doing any spoilers, Jen. You can put your headphones on.
Yeah, we're not doing spoilers. You're good.
Yeah. The one actress they got to play the one key role, the little one, super cute. So good.
Yet, for some reason, the internet already hates her. Not
What?
sure why.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Star Wars people, don't bully another kid. That's not
God.
cool.
That's
We already went
terrible.
through
No,
that.
she's
You don't
so
do it
good.
anymore.
She's so good in the role. She's so good. Internet,
Yeah.
don't be jerks. Come on.
People are stupid.
People are
just
People are
stupid.
super stupid. Well, we'll just leave that as it is. Crow, thank you for joining us again. You got anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'm a little bit away from getting my, just like a few weeks away from getting my commercial license, so I can start getting paid to fly.
Nice.
And also my birthday's on Wednesday.
Well, happy birthday.
It'll be fun. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Anybody that wants to get in touch, I'm Crow Bellin on the Discord.
Awesome. Congratulations. And Vita, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad you decided to do this. You have anything you want to shout out?
Not really, other than my name, Vita Bjornen. It is Swedish for the white bear.
Oh, that's cool.
So kind of a Witcher thing, because I'm big and fat, and there's no way that I would do anything other than sit there and tank hits as they come in.
Nice.
I'm not moving around.
That's awesome. That's a cool name. Yeah, Bjornen. That makes sense. Like Bjorn in Tolkien's works was named after that word.
Yeah, the suffix en in Swedish means like you add the to it.
The bear. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, you learn something every day. That's awesome. Toasty, what do you got going on, buddy?
I mean, Ben went ahead and shouted out his stuff, so I don't got to worry about that. Follow us at Witcher Lorecast on Twitter. The Cyberpunk people just posted the wrap up for season 1 yesterday. I think they do their episodes Sundays. So that means I was right.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk
right.
So that means that the 12th, I believe, would be their season 2 debut. And I have joined them as a permanent player.
Playa.
That's correct.
Yeah,
I don't know why that sounded weird to me.
That's right. Playa.
Yeah, and I don't really got much else going on right now.
Yeah, go check out Cyberpunk if you're looking for a fun actual play podcast. If you don't know what that is, they play Cyberpunk. It's kind of like D&D, but in Cyberpunk world. Right?
Yes.
Basically the same thing with dice rolls and that kind of stuff. And then they act out what happens, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So go check that out. It's also on the Robots Radio Network. And then all of my shows are also on robotsradio.net, along with the other shows that were mentioned tonight. So you can just find links there if you're looking for those. And I've been doing the Lord of the Rings Lorecast is my big new show. So that's going really well. We're about a dozen episodes in. It's getting an amazing response. Lots of amazing 5-star reviews and all that. So if you want to learn more about the world that Tolkien created and some of my philosophical takes on what he was doing, then go check that out. And then I also got a bunch of other lorecasts. You can check out all my shows, again, robotsradio.net. And that's it for this week. Thank you, patrons, for being here. I'm going to go away for a little bit, then we'll come back with the Mass Effect lorecast, where we're actually having the same kind of conversation we had in this one, but about the characters in Mass Effect, which of course is going to be amazing. So stay tuned for that if you're watching us live. And if you haven't checked out the Mass Effect lorecast and you like Mass Effect, go check that out as well. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. See you guys next time, and
stay safe on the path.
Okay, bye. Thanks for tuning into the Witcher Lorecast. We'd love to hear about your experiences with the games and the books and the TV series and all your thoughts on everything. Please check out the Robots Radio Discord and follow us on Twitter at Witcher Lorecast.
You've been listening to a Robots Radio podcast. Smart shows for interesting people. Check out all the shows at robotsradio.net.